In this tutorial, I'll be showing you a neat way to activate a hidden door. So let's get on to the tutorial. Now the first downside to this is since pistons can only push 12 blocks, the room can only be 12 blocks long. Okay, so the concept is pretty simple. Here's a piston, a normal piston, and a block. As soon as you place a redstone torch on this block, the block activates. So, the way we make the trigger is by making the floor of the room. So let's say this is the room. Place another piston right here, a redstone torch under that piston, not under, but right next to it. Then you place a repeater. This will make the signal long enough to reach anything you want to activate. If you don't put this here, what will happen is the pulse will be too short to really activate anything, or too fast. So the repeater will slow it down. Put one right here. It's not really necessary, but it makes it look nice. And here we have your output. So that's pretty much how simple this activation is. So once you place your torch, the blocks get pushed, the pulse is sent, and it pushes all the blocks back. But right now, so far, it's a pulse. So if you want to turn this pulse into a on or off signal, you'll make a T flip-flop. So how you do this is by placing two normal pistons, redstone torch under one of these two blocks, one block right here, two blocks on top, redstone torch on the back of each block, and redstone on top. Now you want to bring this up to like that. Then you want to place a repeater right here. I would suggest changing your output. So this redstone torch is what gives you the output. I'd suggest placing it over here. Okay, so this is your output. So when you activate this, output's off, output's on. And if you want to turn off the door with a button or yeah, just a button, I don't believe you can do switches. You can do pressure plates. You would just tap into this top line, like so. And press the button. And it remains off and on. Now there's one more downside to this, and actually there's two. You only can use blocks with a subtype of stairs or half blocks. So what I mean is, if you place a stair here, it will continue to work. But as soon as you place a block, it stops working. And the second downside is if you have a block next to it, the torch, before it gets destroyed, will stick to here, and that will cause this to get stuck, and you don't want that to happen. So place a stair and keep these blocks open. Now there is an alternative method. The reason I don't use this alternative method is it requires you to break the torch. I like to have my door activated without breaking a torch to close it. So here is here is when it's off and when it's on. The reason I don't use this is because again, you'd have to have some alternative method of breaking this torch. So I've seen people use water streams that wash the torch away, and I've seen people use pistons that push it out of the wall. It just seems like this method is a lot simpler. So if you like my tutorial, please comment and subscribe.